Attention passionate New York Giants fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the NFC East and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on New York Giants' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true New York Giants fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your friends and New York Giants fans. Let's get to the news, all right. Folks, buckle up because what we're hearing right now is nothing short of seismic for the Giants and the entire NFC landscape. Rumors are swirling around, and they're pointing to a potential trade that could seriously shake things up. We're talking about Alvin Kamara, the dynamic dual-threat running back of the New Orleans Saints, possibly heading to the Giants in a blockbuster deal. Now I know what you're thinking. Kamara? Really? But stay with me because the details are fascinating and could be exactly what the Giants need to propel themselves into serious postseason contention. Let's start by setting the scene. The Saints, currently sitting at 0-7, are in full rebuild mode. They're looking to free up cap space, especially after a tough 2023 season where they've been leaking points and suffering from a porous defense, allowing around 32 points per game. With a cap hit of about $4 million, Alvin Kamara's situation is uncertain, especially because the Saints are looking to balance their cap and focus on building a stronger defense with an emphasis on their defensive line. They've also been a bit skeptical about retaining versatile, high-cost running backs like Kamara, especially given the toll injuries have taken on their roster lately. So this potential trade makes a lot of sense for New Orleans, even if it feels a bit like a shock at first glance. Now let's talk about Alvin Kamara himself. This guy is a true game changer. He's a multi-year Pro Bowler, someone who can impact a game both on the ground and through the air. His explosiveness and ability to make plays in space make him one of the most versatile backs in the league. Last season, in 2025, he racked up 95 carries for 420 yards, averaging 4.4 yards per carry, which is solid, especially considering the offensive struggles of the Saints. But what really stands out is his pass-catching ability. 28 receptions for 310 yards and a total of 5 touchdowns. He's a nightmare for defenses because you can't just tee off on him as a runner or a pass catcher. His PFF grade last year was an impressive 81.6, which puts him among the top at his position, and his EPA per run was plus 0.19, showing he's consistently making positive plays when he's on the field. And get this, YAC or yards after catch. An average of 4.9 yards per game, meaning he's not just catching the ball, he's turning small plays into big gains. For context, Kamara's career stats are eye-popping. Over 200 carries for more than 5, 800 rushing yards, nearly 3, 900 receiving yards, and 78 total touchdowns. He's also been recognized for his elusiveness, with a PFF elusiveness rating of 85, and he's had 0 injuries in 2025, which is huge considering his history of injuries in previous seasons. When you compare him to players like Christian McCaffrey in terms of versatility, being able to impact both the running and passing game, Kamara is right up there. And in 2023, with the Saints, he added about 180 total yards, increasing their third down conversion rate and making them a much more dangerous offense when he's on the field. Now, why would the Saints move on from Kamara now? Well, the team is clearly in transition. They are resetting after the peak years with Kamara, and they're trying to shed cap hits. An $11 million cap hit for Kamara is no longer sustainable for a rebuilding team that's suffering from 30 sacks allowed this season and struggling to find a rhythm offensively. The Saints are also focusing on acquiring offensive line help to protect their quarterback better and to shore up their front 7 on defense. So trading Kamara, who, despite his explosive talent, is a high-cost asset, makes strategic sense for them right now. On the other side, the Giants are looking at this potential deal with wide eyes. They're sitting at 2-5, and their rushing attack has been underwhelming, ranked 26th in yards per game. Adding Kamara could be the spark they need. Imagine what he could do paired with Daniel Jones, who's been trying to get the offense moving consistently. Kamara's presence in the backfield would open up so many possibilities. His ability to generate extra yards after contact, his explosive runs, and his playmaking ability in the passing game could elevate the Giants' offense to a whole new level. Especially considering the injury to Scatibo, whose season is out because of that ankle injury. The Giants need someone who can step in and produce right away. Kamara is that kind of player, an immediate impact guy who can help alleviate some of the pressure on the rest of the offense. His addition would also help the Giants in critical situations, like third down conversions, where they've struggled this season. Last year, the team converted about 38% of their third downs, which is below league average. Kamara's skill set could help turn that around. Think about the mismatches he creates out of the backfield. Linebackers and safeties have a hard time containing him in space. That translates directly into more sustained drives, more red zone opportunities, and more touchdowns. His ability to elevate the red zone efficiency, which last season saw a 45% touchdown rate, could be a game changer. And let's not forget about the bigger picture. In the NFL, trades like this, especially involving a player of Kamara's caliber, can have ripple effects across the entire league. There's historical precedent. When Christian McCaffrey was traded to the 49ers in 2022, it instantly elevated their offense and improved their odds significantly. The odds of the Giants making a Super Bowl run could get a boost. Currently, with this kind of addition, their Super Bowl odds could improve from around +12-0 to something closer to +6-0, giving them a real shot at competing deep into January. Kamara's YAC ability, especially in the playoffs, makes him an X-factor, someone who can change the course of a game with a single play. And the impact on the NFC as a whole? It's enormous. A player like Kamara on the Giants would force defenses to adjust their game plans, creating mismatches and forcing opponents to rethink how they defend the division. It could also shift the balance of power among NFC teams, potentially making the Giants a more formidable contender. This trade, if it happens, would echo the moves of the 2010s, when the Giants built their Super Bowl-winning rosters around explosive, versatile players. Kamara could be that piece for this current iteration of the team, bringing a modern explosiveness that fits perfectly with the Giants' philosophy under Brian Daboll. Of course, all of this hinges on the deal actually happening, which is still speculative at this point. But the signs are there, and the potential fit is undeniable. The Giants could really be on the cusp of a transformation that echoes their past successes, just with a modern twist. Imagine a run game powered by Jones and Kamara, complemented by a strong offensive line and a defense that's been improving. It would make the Giants a team to watch in the second half of the season and into the playoffs. So what does all this mean for you, the Giants faithful? Well, it's an exciting time. We're witnessing a strategic shift, bringing in a proven playmaker who can change the dynamics of the offense overnight. It's about maximizing the talent we have and taking bold steps to compete at the highest level. The NFL is a league of adjustments and bold moves, and this potential trade could be one of those defining moments for the Giants in this era. And remember, the Saints are motivated to make moves because they're in rebuild mode, focusing on cap space, draft picks, and building for the future. The Giants, meanwhile, are looking to make a statement that they're ready to contend now, and adding a player like Kamara would send a clear message to the league. We're all in. Now, I want you guys to really think about it. How would Kamara fit into this Giants offense? What kind of impact do you think he could have in the second half of the season? Do you believe this move could be the catalyst that propels the Giants into the postseason and beyond? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us, and it helps keep this community vibrant and engaged. And of course, I'll be back soon with more updates, rumors, and analysis on the Giants and other NFL news. Stay tuned, stay passionate, and let's keep that Giant spirit alive. Because if this trade goes through, it might just be the beginning of a new era, one where the Giants are back in the spotlight, rewriting their story and aiming for that Super Bowl glory once again. And now, New York Giants fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the New York Giants. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for the latest New York Giants news.